I'll show you guys my fit. I recently got some gorgeous inches of hair, super long. Love the color on my skin tone. Love, 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 love. And then this arrived today. It's like a bodysuit of sorts. You can use this to work out as well. Sexy stuff. This is from D's Apparel. I just like, I like how it feels. I was skeptical because of the material, but it's super cute. And the back, darling, this looks, I'm starting to get back rings. Hate this. I need to start working out to get rid of this because this is literally the worst thing I can have on my body, I feel. I put up a call to action on my Instagram. I'm like, please send in some questions. Let's have a convo on my YouTube. A couple of ladies sent in some stuff. Well, some I picked and choose because I do like the conversation to kind of flow. When some stuff is nonsense, I remove. So I was hoping we could do that for my YouTube clip today while I unbox something. So let's get into it, darling.
Please go live. Go enjoy your life. Go have fun. Celebrate. Hang out with friends. Just enjoy.
Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl KK Carolyne Cash. I know I've been MIA. I am so sorry. I sold my camera because I'm planning to get something new. Actually, this is what I want to get. This is actually a friend's camera. It's the DJI and I just love it because it's so portable. Again, I'm vlogging a lot. I go into places. When I pull out a camera, people are like, what's that? So there's something portable about this. And as soon as I saw her talking about it in her stories and she had got it, I'm like, oh my God, how did you find it? Is it worth the money? And she's like, you know what? Let me send it to you. Be with it, create some content, whatever. If you feel like it's worth it, then I will like direct you as to where I got mine. So it was really nice that she did that, very generous. So it's what I'm using. I'm like, let me create some content real quick so that I can now start to order the camera that I want because this is stunning, guys. It follows me everywhere. And just the clarity, it's so clear. I find it so amazing. Now, without further ado, let us get into the questions. Let ask me some questions upon, where is my gund? Basically from Instagram. The questions, honey, the questions were crazy. And this is just one slide. But we shall just pick and choose whatever. Alexa was asking, tips on confidence and getting over a breakup. Breakups are messy, darling. Breakups are messy. I haven't dated in forever simply because I just used to find relationships so stressful. And also, I don't know. The thing is, I consider myself to be an honest person as I can be. So I'm a black and white. There are no gray areas. You'll always know where you stand with me, and I like being honest that way. I like being honest because I want people to do the same for me. Does that make sense? So I just found that I was the one being honest in my own stuff, and like usually the people I was dating were not, and it was always a story, and I found myself wanting them to validate me all the time, which kind of sucks because if you're trying to get into a relationship or you want to be in a relationship, you always have to validate yourself first so that you don't feel that need for someone to always give you that happiness. Find your happiness on your own so that when they come on board with you, they are a plus. It's a bonus. But honey, even if you bounce today, I'm good. You know what I mean? I know if that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to take a step back and work on this human being before I start to deal with others. It came from like 6 months to like a year and then 2 years, and then look, I feel like I've become so used. I love my own company, you guys, when I tell you that. I don't know, like, oh, you have to be what when you come into my life? You have to be something, you know, because I've gotten so used to being single that I love my peace, I love my space, I love my, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm getting over a breakup, in my opinion. This is how I did it in the past. Deal with your emotions. Stop hiding from them. If you're sad, be sad. If you're crying, cry, honey. Cry the river. Listen to all the sad ass songs. Listen to them. But most importantly, get back into your self-care jazz. A lot of these questions are going to center around self-care. which I like to emphasize is my niche of content for a reason. Get back into your confidence, Jazz, because I feel like you go through like the different stages. You go through different stages of like grief because you're mourning that relationship. What could have been anyway? So go through those stages. And you reach a point where like you'd even because there are times when I would break up with like people in the past, and in that moment then I was like, I will never come from this. And I did, bigger and better. So when I meet these people like out, whatever, I'm not like, even I look here, I'm like, I can't believe I was like down and like not even eating, not even breathing, because honey, I'm so much better now. So go back to your self-care, do the things that make you happy. Journal a lot, write those feelings down, and such. That's how I used to deal with mine. And again, our processes are different. Mine could take like a short time, yours could take longer, depending on how long you've been with this person, because people do leave impressions on us. So that would be my tip on how to get over a breakup. Confidence. This is why I be telling people self-care stuff. Put yourself first. Do. That's with you, darling. I will speak about what I speak in my pages. Take care of yourself, honey buns. Take care of you. Take care of you. It's very important that when the week has been so long, it's very important in my life that I take time to myself. If I don't, honey, the crackiness up in here, people know me at home. Ask them. They'll be like, oh, Carrie is in her mood again. So it's important that I take care of myself and just take that time to woosa. Whatever it is I need to do to unwind. What we do is different. Me, I like to watch like movies. I like to like have like my favorite snacks. I like to journal. I like to like meet with a friend and talk about things, like stuff like that. I enjoy that stuff. So find what's yours. If you enjoy gymming, if you enjoy meditation, if you do that, take care of you. The thing I will say is keep promises to yourself. I made a conscious decision to change just the way I felt about myself a few years ago. That's how my whole skincare content came about. Because I hated how I looked. I used to wear a ton of makeup to cover my situations that I had going on in my face. But the reason why I had that, because I was very insecure and I was very lost. I felt like I was very lost at the time. I had no balls, you know what I mean? Like if a friend was like, oh, let's go do this, I'll be like, okay. Even if I didn't want to go, I would always find myself saying yes. Like I didn't have that confidence in myself. And I think I just started to do the small things, like now taking care of how I looked, because when you look good, you feel good. So I started to work on my skin and stuff like that. And slowly I realized that, it did boost my confidence to a degree. There's a time I couldn't even leave my house when going to the shop unless I had put on concealer because of all the spots that I had on my face. So when I started to work on myself, things when it comes to beauty are very intentional. You have to choose. Like today I choose not to feel this way. Today I choose not to be. You have to choose. Every time that I find myself in a funk, I'm like, what can I do to get myself out right this minute? Like I don't want to stay in that space for too long. It's start to be intentional with yourself. If you say you're going to wake up and do this. Start small. It's as easy as you waking up and laying your bed. Like the first thing I do when I wake up is lay my bed. For me, it's a standard. I can never leave the house unless I've laid my bed. So when you want to know my mental space and where I'm at, come into my room and see how my space is. When you find me after a night out, disorganized, I threw shoes there. I am all over that place in that moment. So if you say, I want to do something about my weight, maybe I'm going to start waking up, do morning walks. I started to do morning walks. That's why I give them as an example. It's my form of movement for myself every morning. So if I can wake up amid sleep, like, oh, you want to sleep again, but you push yourself, you wear those sneakers, you wear that, whatever it is you wear when you're taking your walk, so you're going to the gym, and you do that. And you come back. Do you know how much that's a boost for yourself? Because you kept a promise to yourself and you did it. You have your to-do list the night before. You were, tomorrow I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. They could be the little things. We are not trying to be extra here, honey buns. It could be like, I'm going to have 5 glasses of water tomorrow. Since you're not good maybe with water intake, I have glasses of water. I'm going to take 10 minutes out to meditate and check in with myself. It's the little things. It's the little things. I'm going to clean my room. I'm going to organize. I'm going to declutter my space. And you do those things. Do you know how you feel when you go to bed? You're like just checking, like, do you know how you feel? It's a boost of confidence, my love. My mom told me the other day, like, the one thing I like about you, Caro, is that when you say you're going to do something, you do it. Mean what you say. Say, if you promise someone, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be there for sure, and you show up and you consistently always be that person, even your friends will tell you, they're like, Mama, with you, I'm not worried. You always like really come through when you say you are. Celebrate the small wins, babes. Me, I celebrate myself, honey, when I tell you. When I got like a new gig, I am going to take myself out to lunch. While I do lunch, I'm vlogging. Lucky I'm still working, but I'm celebrating myself. Or I'm going to go online but I have been eyeing this car bag for the longest time. Signed like a new deal here and there. Hey. Like, celebrate the small victories, no matter how small they are. You managed to drink your 8 glasses of water a day, and you did it. By the end of the week, you had been going Monday, Tuesday, did it, and you have. Celebrate that in your own way. Take yourself out to a movie or something. It makes your life very romantic when you do those things for yourself. So even when something big happens and you're like, hey mama, they didn't even celebrate me, like, even if it could be at your place, oh, they didn't celebrate me, this is a big deal. No, we're not looking for outside validation. We are validating ourselves first. Do you know what I mean? Speak positively to yourself, darling. I do this all the time. I don't know if you watch like my Insta stories. I be talking to myself when I'm doing skincare. Oh, you look pretty, as you should. Like, those things, you might see them as small, but they're really, like, over time you find that it's something you do consistently for yourself. Celebrate the small wins, acknowledge your achievements, speak life into yourself, honey buns. That's how you build that confidence. Try something new. I dare you. And nothing can build confidence like trying something new. Ooh. Me, honey, I love to try. Like, I could literally like take myself out on my own, experience something vibes. There's something I was seeing online lately. I think they're a restaurant. They do this thing, like, I think it's once a month or something. I forget their name. It's very confusing. And they like bring a chef, and then you go and you have like these 5 courses, which I have been dying to attend that dinner. Honey, it's just that I have things going on right now, but in celebration, I want to take myself there alone. Since I also saw wine tasting somewhere, I think it's going to be at Fonties. I want to go for that. Like, try some new stuff, babes. Find something new in areas that interest you, darling. That's all I'm saying. I think those are ways to boost your confidence. They've boosted my confidence. And again, I'm not 100%. I still sometimes, we are human, we do get those feelings, but don't stay in that funk too long. Do not. Usually when someone does something or whatever, or you get insecure, you start to compare yourself, I always pause internally. I'm like, hold on. Why am I feeling this way? Why? Huh? Why? And I start to bisect that. So find out why, deal with it as fast as you can. Let it not become a habit, darling. Carolyne, would you get a boyfriend or enter a relationship if you are not financially stable? I would. Love is love, darling. Love is love. I love love, but I've been single for so long. I would, because I feel like, are you looking for a boyfriend just to handle your stuff, like to handle financially for you? Like, is that your goal? I don't know. People have their reasons as to why they would want relationships, why they would want to date someone. Personally, I would want to enter a relationship to have my person. That's what I would want. Like, I am a very complex person. I am very complicated. Mokwano, city simple. I'll tell you for free, I'm one of a kind. Ask anyone who has crossed paths with me, like in a serious way. I am a complex human being. I'm very confusing. So just to find someone that can understand me, someone that can listen, someone who is kind, someone who's compassionate, like those things are the ones that drive me into relationships. Me, I crave connection. That's why a lot of the times when I go out with friends and it's like, sweetie, I'll do that one time, you'll never see me again. I'm not about vibes like that. I like to go to a place where it's not too loud. Yes, we can get drinks, whatever you want to eat, do your thing. But then we are talking about like, yo, what happened like last week? That thing you were telling us about. Like, I crave connection. I want us to speak. I want to leave, having met somebody, a friend, whatever, and I feel like, whew, girl, I'm ready to take over the world now. That's what I crave. I don't just vibe with people just to vibe with people. And I think that's why people assume I'm alone now. People that know me, I'm very comfortable hanging out with myself. I am very content hanging out with myself because I don't do the BS, babes. I don't do the BS. So I crave connection, and I find that a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people are followers. A lot of people are not living their true selves. So me, when I hang with people and I see it surface, it's not for me. But that's what I would crave for in a relationship. So for me, it's not the whole financial thing. It has become like a situation in Kampala. As soon as you tell your friends, oh, I'm dating someone, it's, what does he do? Girl, it's more than that, babes. I'm very happy to do stuff that I love, and I'm making my own money. And like I said, if I do get someone to be a plus, not like the whole 50-50 things. One, or let me not set this comment section ablaze. No. But sometimes when you're dating someone and they do all sorts of things for you, it would be nice to also, like, maybe on their birthday, or like a surprise, or like spontaneous thing. Hey, like lunchtime, maybe you've swung by his office, you're free for lunch, let's go to lunch, or spontaneous dinner on you. You know, it's nice. It's nice. Sometimes treat people. I just feel like the same way girls will like to be treated is the same way guys like to be treated. It's just that, because guys also love compliments. You're like, oh, you're looking sharp. Like, they love that stuff. So why not do that for someone else? Make them feel good. So I would say it depends on why you want to get into, what is it you're looking for in a relationship. But would I date a boyfriend, or would I get a boyfriend or enter a relationship if I wasn't financially stable? I would, because some guys don't mind that. They are happy providers. You're going to, she was asking if I was going live. I remember this time when I posted asking about these questions, I was talking about how I am trying to research on supplements because I want to start some as a lady over 30. But I told, the thing is, yes, there are 2 questions here on supplements. I'm still doing my research, and even if I find the supplements that work for me, I'm not going to ask people to buy what I'm buying because my body is different. Guys, anything revolving around beauty is very personal. You have to be intentional about what it is you want for your body, because you're the only one that knows how your body is feeling. I suffer from mad insomnia. I get backaches from time to time. I feel fatigued sometimes. So it's up to me to add some stuff that are going to support my immune system, so to speak. I think that's what I'd want to go into supplements. But then again, then there is also just the natural way of things. You want to eat your fruits. You want to, take in some sunlight and stuff like that. Eat your veggies. That's amazing. But I want to really get supplements on things I rarely come across. I do, but once in a while. Anyway, whatever, that's just for me. Someone asked, talk about mental health, childhood and family traumas in a broader and more relatable space. Mokwano, city doctor. I feel like we all have our own experiences in this life. Experiences in this life will shape you. Life will humble you, mokwano. The same car I am now is not the car I was when I was younger and carefree and living my best life. There are so many different shades of Caro now. So by the time you speak to me now, obviously, like, stuff I've gone through as a child, whatever, they are going to definitely affect who I become, my character, so to speak. So that's why it's very important for you to check some of these things, because they will definitely affect your way of life, your relationships, your work situations. They will affect. So you know, if you were younger and maybe your dad left you and your mom, your siblings, you hustled, and then as you grow up, it's like you always have like these abandonment issues, which people are going to leave you all the time. You have friendships, maybe your friend travels somewhere because she got a good job there, you start to feel like she's leaving you. Just those things, like deal, find a way to deal with stuff like that. Like, speak on it, journal, realize that they're there. Stop shoving them in a box and just closing it and moving on with your life, because after a while that box starts to poke holes, and then it starts to they start to show up in just your way of life and relationships, like I said. So deal with them. Mukwano, there are so many therapists in town, highly recommend. I actually have visited a therapist for quite a bit this past few weeks, so do that. Deal with that. Acknowledge your triggers, what triggers you and stuff like that. Just try to do better. Be very mindful. Live in the moment, because when you are in the moment, you're not just living on autopilot. When something happens, you're like, first of all, like, why did I act that way? Guys, let me tell you something for free. I have a temper for the gods. I have a temper. Like, piss me off, babes. Piss me off one time. I see red. Like, I don't care what is. Like, it's almost like I have like a huge fire sitting on my heart, and it needs to be dealt with so that I can move on. So I can be extremely petty. I'm a petty person. Yeah, but yeah, just stemming and trying to figure out where that comes from, why I'm so angry, and at the same time I'm very happy, smiley. Like, when you find me, you're like, oh my god, like, trust me, I can walk into a room and I'm like, oh my god, hey. Or a friend comes, taps me on the shoulder, I turn, I'm like, ah, babes. Like, I literally light up the world. I mean, hell, the sun is my planet. So but at the same time, because I'm a fiery sign, the way I get so excited is the way I can just honey, demolish, self-destruct. So try to figure out, because we are not the same. The way I deal with my issues is the same way. Even if we have a temper, both of us, the way I deal with mine is not the same way I'm going to deal with yours and feel like Zendi content. And yet me, I'm like, oh, feel better every time I do this. I feel like, oh, it works for me, you know? So dig deep. You will cry a couple of times, I promise you, but dig deep. Deal with, like, uproot that stuff from the root, you know, and do the work. That's what I recommend. But silly doctor at the same time. So honey, let's go speak to somebody. You know what I mean? Let's go speak to somebody and take care of our mental health. Now that you mentioned it, supplements for a woman over 30. I'm over 30, still doing my research on supplements, darling. I haven't decided, but I know for a fact I'm going to get something, fish oil. I'm thinking magnesium as well. Probiotics, I think. I'm still researching. I'll come down to the ones that work for me, but I want to just come down to like 3 and I'm good. Yeah. She says, I imagine you smell like Rihanna. Oh, wow. Well, I'm not really a scent person. I realized I am not a scent person. Yes, I can wear some fumes to make me smell good, whatever, but I'm not a hoarder. You won't come into my room and find a whole cabinet full of perfumes. Like, that's my big sister. She's obsessed with perfume. But me, honey, all the perfumes I've ever gotten in my life, they were gifts from friends, from guys I was dating, lovers. And I've worn some really interesting brands. So fumes are stunning. Personally, me, I am a very good, because also too much of it, even from someone else, my nose start to get irritated. But I think that depends on the perfume. I got a very bad reaction one time when I went, I don't know where I was, but we were supposed to sit somewhere for a long time, and the person next to me, Mokwan, when I left, I was red, like here. I am a very body person. Like, I'm a very wear body butters, body oils. Like, I'm a scent person. Like, when someone hugs me, they feel that, you know what I mean? As opposed to you walk past and like, oh, person, where's Carrie's already here? Eh? Like that thing. No. So yeah. But when I do, I'm planning to purchase some fumes, but I want to purchase them all at a go. Like, I want to send someone to bring a couple of for fumes for me in like a box. So I'll do like an unboxing, whatever. I want to buy them all at once. I don't want more that whole thing. Anyway, yeah. But I'll say I smell like a cookie, babes. I actually just came from a shower, so you can imagine. Oh, love your content, my dear. How do you handle your weight? I don't handle it, darling. I eat anytime I want. I have been the same weight for the longest time. People I went to school with actually would corner me when they would meet me out. Cara, what are you using? I'm like, guys, nothing. Agawalai, nothing. I don't use anything on my body. I think what has saved me when it comes, because my relationship with food kind of sucks, but I think what has helped is the fact that I stay home with my folks, my mom. Done that for the longest time. Even on campus, I was commuting. I'm such like a daddy's girl, home girl, so to speak. So the food that we eat home is very boiled. We don't fry too much. The chicken, the what we don't fry, honey. Our frying is mixing onions and tomatoes. That's our version of frying. We don't over fry too much. My mom is a diabetic. Her mom was. We have it in the family, so we don't even try. We just don't. You know what I mean? So by the time I go to a restaurant, I want like that. The way I can be ordering KFC. I think I will have KFC like once a week or once every 2 weeks, because it's just so nice. Like I want that spice because I'm not getting it at home. At home I'm eating like greens, nakati, binyewa, those things. Mokwano, the beans we can eat here. And also I'm not, in my language they call it, it's a word, kugusa. I mean always like eating. You want to eat. I only eat when I'm extremely hungry. When I'm just chilling, I'm not eating. Although I'll say I'm a snacker. My tin of biscuits here just got done, but I usually have biscuits here. Or I'm trying to get into more like natural like snacks. Like if you want to snack, then eat like nuts or what they call them, just natural stuff. Eat fruit. If you're craving, like you want to eat a lollipop, eat a mango. I want to like switch that up. But I've been the same weight since I left campus. Actually, campus I was tinier. I just gained. So right now I'm 57. I've been dancing between 52 and 55 for the longest time. So yeah, babes. But I'm not like eat food all the time type of person. I only eat when I'm hungry. Sometimes I've delayed so much to eat, I start shaking. Then I have to eat. But yeah, my relationship with food is kind of waka-doo-doo, my love. Kind of waka-doo-doo. Ooh, I feel like I answered the first segment. Okay, let's go into an unboxing.
My darling, you'll never be everybody's cup of tea. Because you're champagne, my love. You're in a league of your own.
I received these glasses. These are from D's Apparel, and I just wanted us to take a commercial break because sometimes when you're yapping too much, it's not sexy. Guys, they sent me a full... I'm mad. Guys, do you know how many shades I own? Do you know how many shades I've given out? Like every time I go out and someone's like, oh my God, I like your shades, I end up just taking them off and giving it to them. I'm not so tied to shades like that, but shades are such a statement piece. I think they always elevate a look, honey buns. These are cute, although I don't feel like I look good in like the box shape. Is it just me, darling? Send me a picture of these and they're like, do you want gold or silver or with glitter? I said gold. I'm a gold girly. Again, I'm a Leo. My color is gold. That's what always makes me look good. My sister saw this. She was dying. She was like, Caro, now what's the point? I'm like, girl, I don't know, it's just like a facial accessory, don't you think? I'm freaking in love, babes. Hold on, let me put my hair a bit in front. I love it. I feel it's unique. Love it. Love her. And trust you me, Carolyne Cash. My hair is getting disorganized. Carolyne Cash is definitely going to rock those glasses without fear or favor. Next, these I chose. Oh, I used to have shades that almost had like this sort of shape, but then one of my girlies, she saw me with them, and as soon as she walked in, she was like, Caro, I've been eyeing those glasses. Today you're giving them to me. I did. I gave them to her. She wanted them so badly and I'd had them forever. Baby, 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 babe, babe, are you nuts? These are fucking sexy. I love a thick frame. Ooh. Sweetie, talk to me different. I don't know you. You know me, but I do not know you. Sorry guys, I be talking to myself half the time. I love talking to myself. I feel like I'm such good company. Ooh, honey bun, stop with that. You better work. You better show up. Hands up, shorty wanna party with me. We're going way past 2:45. I say hands up, hey, hey. This is giving club energy together with you, Memories, memories. I should go back to the club. It has been a second since I went to the club, you guys. To get him club. Oh, I used to go to the club every freaking Friday. Hell, I was dating someone who was associated with governor at that time. So every Friday, you're looking for cash, club. They had this in black, a cream, and I'm like, cream? I've never owned like really good red. And this cover, like they really cover me. They're like, they remind me of that monster in I was gonna say Bad Boys. That monster in Men in Black, the one that was in prison. I think it was part 2. The one that was in prison. What is called who? Oh, it's coming. I swear if it doesn't come, it's going to piss me off. I need to know now. Something the animal. They used to call him something. I forget the name, but animal was at the end. His eyes were like, ooh, baby girl. Ooh, Carol, hi. Oh my God, hi, babe. Oh, I love the shell of this. I love the shell. Love the shell. Oof. I don't know about these last ones, to be honest. I don't know about these last ones. The shape doesn't make me look nice because I am of like a round. Please let me know in the comment section if you think I'm of like round face. I think that I'm round or oval. Please let me know what you think because you'll be watching me. Nah, it's not giving. Do you see that? It's not giving. Ugh. First to comment in my comment section, darling. These are yours. Let me keep them safe. So the first to comment, I am happy to give you these. Maybe they'll work for you much better than me. So these are pretty. These apparel, everybody. These apparel. They have some really, really stunning shades. I love that they gave me this bag. I'm going to hang it in my space just so I can put my shades, whatever. Super cute, super cute, super cute. Yeah, so let's wrap up the rest of the video, babes, because when we get into fashion, we never forget. Someone asked me, oh, you've been single 6 years. Why? Are you on a healing journey? When I say I'm on a healing journey, it's in my head, I feel like it's almost like you're saying you had an issue to begin with. I've always been perfect. In the image of God, our Father. I am a perfect human being, honey. I am not on a healing journey. I'm on a self-discovery journey because I'm still trying to learn myself. Every day I learn something new. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know. Like, oh, I hope this is not making noise. Every day I learn something new. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know this about me, blah, blah, blah. And like, oh my God, I did it. I learn something new about myself every day. So I am on a self-discovery journey and I am loving it. How to deal with girl friendships. Girl friendships, I'm not an expert because a lot of my friends are actually guys. I find them easier to deal with. Girls are complicated. But I'll say when you do like someone and you really want to get to know them for real, put in the work, talk about tell them your, the goals. Your friendships need to have goals. You know that, by the way. They need to have goals, be very intentional, because sometimes you reach a point, you meet someone and you're like, oh my God, where has this person been all my life? And they're indeed your people, So set intentions, make sure that the same way you're showing up for them is the same way they're showing up for you. Does that make sense? But don't have expectations. When you go into situations, when you're expecting, they have to. Last time I bought her this on her birthday, she didn't even give me, she only got me flowers. Can you imagine? Stop that. Village manners. So yeah, set intentions for your friendships. Otherwise, a lot of things get misconstrued. People are so confusing. They imagine, and also always talk about stuff like, if someone does something to you and you're not happy, speak on it. We're adults, right? Speak. That thing pisses me off. You want to piss me off? Let something happen and you keep quiet. Then one time, maybe we have like a small situation. Maybe we are even on a slumber party and we're there drinking, and then you say, like last time you... I cannot stand such people. Speak your mind, babes. Last time you really had my feelings. So like, I don't know, I think that you say kind of rub me the wrong way, and then let them respond to you, understand where they're coming from. Sometimes they might not even see that they were in the wrong, but by God, I hope they understand like your point of view. You can agree to disagree, but let them understand your point of view and where you're coming from, and you do that for them, vice versa. Have conversations. People who can speak, I'm over them. Like, I don't like people who can speak. Like, why? And then you're there pouting and talking to other people about me. Like, you know what I mean? It's not sexy. It's not nice. Village manners. All right. Someone asked, sometimes we come off as looking young and opportunist. What am I saying? Sometimes we come off as looking young and opportunities get past us. How do you deal with this? What? As in, sweetie, they passed you by because they were not yours to begin with. Sometimes I allow. Do you know how many times I have like, example now in a content creation space, like there's this brand once I wanted to work with, so I stalked them. WhatsApp, email, every, like the owner of this brand, we have mutual friends. I went to each mutual friend, like, you have to get me a meeting with... Sweetie, I met this person. It wasn't what I seemed. I met this person. It wasn't what I had imagined in my head. And I realized that they had hired someone else with even like lower numbers than I, way lower numbers than I. And then it was like she was saying something about, I don't know, like the content I do. I felt like she was contradicting herself in a situation. Honey, when I tell you the way I felt, weight had been taken off my shoulders. Because when I want to engage with brands, I also want to engage so much with the people that run these brands. I want to find out if we do like share the same values. If we don't, I am very happy to leave you, Mokwan. Very, very happy. So yeah, I found out like, they gave 2 other people that were even not up to par. And I'm like, no, but I'm the perfect fit, bitchy. After I'm like, but Carol, it's not for you. Make peace. How do you deal with that? Make peace. Move on, because the right opportunities, darling, will come your way. So even after that, I got 2 more gigs that were even better. So I was happy about that. So that passes you by, wasn't for you. How to make friends in adulthood. Mokwana, that is like my worst situation. I don't like making friends now that I'm older. I'm sorry. People are too much work. Usually when I go out and I meet people and we vibe and they're like, oh my God, give me your number, I give them my number, or I take their number to be polite. I never reach out. But if someone reaches out to me and she's like, oh, Cara, can we have a coffee? I'm like, I recognize initiative. I really do. So when someone does that, even if I'm not available that time when they ask, I'm like, you know what, how about I get back to you next week when I have time? And I will, because they took the time. I'm like, there's something here. So how you make friends in adulthood: number 1, go to places that interest you. Find friends that are, because when you go to places that, if you like to paint, genda ku paint and sip, you're going to meet people who enjoy that. So you're sure to make a friend there. Do you understand? if say you're coming for my summer beauty event, you're going to come and meet like-minded individuals. You're going to make friends, find people who roll with you, because at the beauty event, the people that are coming are going to be very into beauty and all the cute stuff. So I low-key, if you come by yourself and you pay your ticket, you're like, I'm going to be alone. You're not, I swear. Because even the way we have formulated, even we're going to have activities, games, you're not going to be by yourself. You're going to be forced to engage. So I have friends whereby me, I go to like spa, I go get waxed, which there are friends of mine who don't. They're not about that life. They're like, oh, you're Caro. They are my friends, yes, but they don't share my interests. Sometimes I want to meet someone who shares my thing so we can go together, have a girly day. Every time I get like a gig and they're like, oh, you can come with a friend. I can. I'm like, hey, doll, I got this opportunity. Would you like to come? They're like, oh my God, Caro. Yeah, that's it. Those are the questions. But also I wanted to show you another thing that these apparel sent to me. The bodysuit I'm wearing, the full onesie, the black, the sleeveless. They also sent me this gorgeous bodysuit with this opening. Love this opening at the front. I think it's sexy. It's a bodysuit standard. The material, the color. I'm hoping I can rock this tomorrow when I go waxing. You guys, I'm going waxing tomorrow. Definitely vlogging. I'm going waxing. I'm going to be getting myself a vajacial. Do you know, it's like a facial, but for your J area, honey. I'm so excited. And then I got this. It's like a mint. I love the minty color. It's so girly. It's so gorgeous. Mint is one of the colors I'll be wearing at my summer beauty event. Be sure to come through for that. Let me put up the poster. It's going to be exciting. And I've had a blast filming this with you guys. I know it's a bit quick, but then again, I'm on battery vibes. So yeah, I'm going to go get a wax. I'll be recording. I'll be putting out that vlog as well. I'm having my summer beauty event next month on the 13th. If you would love to attend, please book early. We're going to have such a girly day. It's gonna be nice. I can't wait. Look at I smile when I talk about it. So anyway, it's Sunday. I'm going to have some lunch and call it a day, and maybe wrap up watching some of my favorite TV situations. I love you for watching.